What's up, people? Welcome back. My name is Clint, and you're here having morning coffee with Mr. Doxdater. Um, welcome to morning coffee. I'm just gonna share some of the things I'm going through, whatever I'm doing. I'm honestly just trying to find time to get some content recorded. So, what's new in the world of Clint? What's new in the world? I guess it's gonna be like a video blog, like they call it a blog. It's just a video recording log of my life. I'm not going to go too in depth in it. I'm trying to just maintain Christian content, but I wouldn't mind just trying to, show the little steps that I'm taking in my life that I think might be beneficial. So here we are having coffee. Hope y'all are having a good morning. It's about 4 a.m. here where I'm at, and I usually get up around this time and head to the gym. I'm usually at the gym by this time. I'm trying to get it in. I'm trying to live that healthy lifestyle. So I decided to have my coffee this morning and try to get more time in to spend with you guys. So here we go. So getting right into it. What's been going on in my life? What have I got new that's happening? Let me see. I've started doing this dopamine fast, and I'm not even at 24 hours yet, but I can feel the benefits. But I can also feel it is a lot harder than I thought. I've done different types of fasting and whatnot in my past, in my Christian walk. Really trying to just find the benefits of changing what I'm consuming, whether that's eating or through my eye gates or my ear gates is what they've taught me. So it's like you want to guard those different parts of your body. So what I was consuming as far as what I watch. So I was watching nonstop. If I would say it's just garbage on TV, whatever was new, whatever was happening. And Netflix, I would binge Netflix shows. Just like I was going through like everything that was new and popular. I was, back 5 years ago, I was probably watching everything. And then we had a new discipleship pastor that came into my life, and he started really sharing stuff about, protecting what you're consuming. Because, they always say garbage in, garbage out. So if you're consuming all this garbage, then that's what's sort of taking hold at your heart. And then what are you presenting back into the world? You see people fighting on TV. You see people cheating on these different movies. They're just not living wholesome lifestyles, marriages, what they do for, and on the movies, they glamorize it. It looks good. It looks fun. Like, that's kind of some of the reasons why I kept going back to drinking, because every movie and show I'd watch, it's like they go through a hard time. You'd always have them scenes where they would cut to them going to the bottle, drinking, having a good time, waking up, and then realizing something. And oftentimes I would just relate with them. Oh, they're hitting the bottle. Yep, that's what I do too. That must be just what people do. So in order to break a lot of these different things, protecting my eye gates and my ear gates, instead of consuming Netflix, they used to call it binge watching different shows. And I just kind of pulled the brakes on that, and I said, okay, I'm binge watching this. Or even music. I would drive to work, or I'm at work, I got my earbuds in and I'm listening to music. But I had to really look at myself and say, I used to think the music was okay, and I would be listening to whatever's popular. But then I started listening to the lyrics, and sometimes I'd be going home and I'd be having thoughts of drinking or thoughts of sleeping around or something. And it's just like, why am I thinking these crazy thoughts, And come to realize, I had to protect these gates, the eyes, whatever you want to say is the windows to the soul, but whatever you're consuming is garbage in, garbage out. So if I'm taking in all this garbage, eventually, or my life is living out that style of life that I'm taking in. So I started then and I'm getting to the point that I'm trying to get to. But I started then to instead of binge watching Netflix, YouTube, whatever it is, on these different shows, I would put a sermon on. And sermon series was just like, I could binge watch those. I could put play on, and I could put it on, repeat. So I was like, wow, I found this. I'm going to start binge watching, Christian sermons. So I start finding guys on YouTube and a podcast, and would just put that on and put my favorites on. It could be Francis Chan. I really like Stephen Furtick. A good one is John MacArthur. He's got like endless amounts. Tony, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but there's several others that I really enjoyed watching, and I would just binge watch those. So instead of watching, whatever it is, like Game of Thrones or what have you, I would just put sermon on, and that was beneficial for me because I got a lot of God's word, a lot of guidance. I took notes. So then outside of that, eventually, I think it might have even taken years, I finally realized like music, like I needed to actually do something about the music thing, because I was listening to music going to work, being at work, and then I would still get these ideas in my head, like, these really sinful, worldly ideas of like partying and the good times and, what it was like this, and, just listen to some music and you'll understand what I'm saying. So anyways, I'm getting these ideas, but I'm like, no, I'm just jamming. I'm jamming to the beat. Not always entirely true. Yeah, there's a lot of times I am jamming to the beat, but there's a lot of times those little thoughts are getting in the back of my mind, triggering some dopamine to be like, hey, remember them times we used to go to the club? Remember them times when we used to just, do this or do that? And I really started to see like, okay, so instead of listening to music, I changed it to Christian music. I found Christian radio stations that were in the area. I started, downloading Christian music and making a playlist. And pretty soon I was putting that on and, just putting some Christian music on. One of the things that I wanted to do and liked was that I would go to church and they're singing all these like modern Christian songs I never heard. And these are like, actually got some beats to them. They're actually really good. And I remember when I used to go to church, they didn't have music like that, but it was always hymns. I love the hymns, but this modern Christian, and everybody knew the songs. Or if I'd be hanging out with these new Christian friends, there were listening to these different Christian songs that come on the radio. I'm like, hey, this one sounds good, and these guys are already singing along to it. I'm like, how long? And they named the artists and everything, and I'm like, how do you know these people? So I slowly started to implement listening to Christian music instead of just the worldly music that's not the best for us. So I did that back then, and I thought I did really well. I did that for years. I didn't cut everything. That's a long process, but that's beside the point. I've even done other types of fasting where it's like I give up certain types of food, give up sugar. I do these things. Like I even did like water fast for 5 to 7 days. Doing things for health and wellness and that type of thing. And that's really beneficial. That helps my prayer and spiritual life as well as my bodily self. So this is a little different. I thought this would be easier because I think when I did those other things, I still kind of did what I'm about to say. So this dopamine fast is just giving up like social media, giving up being on YouTube, giving up podcasts, giving up all the social media type things that you can do. I guess like being on your iPhone, being on your iPad, being on your computer. So blocking out. So I'm not listening to music, and I'm only doing 7 days. So I'm not listening to music. Not listening to podcasts. I'm not listening to YouTube. I used to love following different people that put out content on YouTube like all the time. I would just scroll YouTube, hit a video, watch it, enjoy it, go on to the next one. Sometimes it's on autoplay. and I can have earbuds in at work. So like I'd be at work and I'm listening to, going from this, going to music, going to this, and my brain's constantly being stimulated from outside sources, and realize like if I go on a dopamine fast and I eliminate these things, I'm able to focus more, and I'm able to like trying to focus on tasks that I want to get done. So I thought this would be a quick little 7 days and easy. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and in the first 2 hours, I was struggling. I can't even believe I was struggling for it was like 2 hours. I think the first hour like ticked by, and I kept looking at my phone, and I'm like, I had my earbuds, and I basically just took my earbuds out. But I struggled to like I want to put my earbuds in. I said, no, I'm not going to listen to music. And then I put my earbuds down, but I kept looking at my phone and wanting to click like, what's on YouTube? What's on YouTube? Like, I need to look this up. And I was just like, no, Clint, sit in your thoughts, sit in your mind, realize what's going on around you, focus on the things that you need to focus on. I've been wanting to do this YouTube content stuff, and it's like a lot of times I do get distracted. I watch somebody else's content and I get ideas. I don't write them down because I'm at work, and I'm not really fully thinking through what I could be doing. So I'm using this time to actually think through what I can do. And then I'm allowing myself to like use my journaling app. I'm allowing myself to read, write, text people, communicate normally, but just no social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all these other things that can be distracting. I'm wiping the sleep with all of that. And I'm just, it sounds so simple, but yet I'm struggling so much. And I'm a little embarrassed to admit this. But so by the end of the day yesterday, and I'm just at work, and my mind had felt like it worked so hard, because I think it's always been on autopilot. I push play, my mind gets all this content filled to it, whether it's conversation, a podcast, YouTube, sharing about whatever it is I want to research that day. But today I had to think, or yesterday, I had to think, and my mind was actually working, and I just felt like my mind was just like, it was buzzing. By the end of the day, I remember I felt tired. I was like, wow, why is my brain so tired? I think I got a good night's sleep, and yet I'm kind of wore out. I'm a little embarrassed about that. That's so stupid. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll just, post a couple more and let you know how I'm doing on this. If you want to try it, I encourage you. Hit me up in the comments or send me a text or an email, and I'll get back to you. But hope you guys are enjoying a little content. I'm going to try to speed up and get more stuff going and flowing. I'm still finding my rhythm for this. So I like that you guys are watching. Keep tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys again. Peace.